Hello children, let's start with exercise 5.8 question number 5. Verify mean value theorem if fx is equal to 3x squared minus 5x squared minus 5x 3x in the closed interval AB where a is equal to 1, b is equal to 3. Find all c belongs to 1, 3 for which f dash of c is equal to 0. Okay, for first this being a polynomial, no, fx function is from close interval 1 to 3 to r where a is 1, b is 3. fx is equal to x cube minus 5x squared minus 3x. Being a polynomial function, the function is continuous. The given function is continuous as well as a differentiable for all real number. Implies this function is continuous on a closed interval 1, 3 and function is differentiable on 1 and 3. Is it? So now first two condition is satisfied. Third condition, f of a is equal to f of b. We have to check whether they are equal or not. F of a is minus 7, f of b is minus 27. So f of a is not equal to f of b. Hence we can say that mean value theorem is applicable here. Fx is equal to x cube minus 3x squared minus the 5x squared minus 3x. So f dash if we take out, we will get f dash of x will be 3x squared minus 10x minus 3. Implies this, in place of x you have to write c. F dash of c is equal to 3c squared minus 10c minus 3. Is it? Okay. But what is f dash of c? F dash of c according to the definition is f of b minus f of a upon b minus a. Is it? We got this value f dash c 3c square minus 10c minus 3 is equal to f of b is minus 27, f of a is minus 7. So minus into minus plus 3 minus 1 2. So minus 20 upon 2. So this 10. So what we get? 3c square minus 10c minus 3 is equal to minus 10. 10 will bring inside. So we will get 3c square minus 10 plus 7 is equal to 0. So 3c square minus 7s, you can factorize it 10s, 7 and 3. So 3c square minus 7 minus 3c plus 7. If you take c common, c minus 7 minus 1 3c minus 7. So you get the value of c as what? 1 or c is equal to 7 by 3. But you see that what is c actually belongs to open interval 1 to 3. So 1 is not included. So it does not belong. Even 7 by 3. 7 by 3 is 2.5. So we can say 2 point something. So we can say from this 7 by 3 belongs to open interval 1 and 3. Hence for all values c, 7 by 3 belongs to 1 by 3 for which f dash c is equal to 0. Question number 6. There are three sums in question number 6 actually. First and 2 for the same reason is not applicable mean value theorem because you will find it that f of a will not be equal to f of b. Is it clear? Now let's see the third one then. Fx is equal to x square minus 1 for x belongs to closed interval minus 1 by 3. Since it is a polynomial, it is again continuous. It is also differentiable. So first two conditions satisfied. Function is continuous on a closed interval. Function is differentiable on open interval. F of a is equal to f of b. It is not equal. We found that. Hence the mean value theorem is applicable. Is it? So fx is equal to x squared minus 1. So f dash of x is 2x. So f dash of c is also 2c in place. Is it? What is f dash of c? F dash of c is f of b minus f of a upon b minus a. So 2c is equal to 3 minus 0 upon 2 minus 1. So 2c is equal to 3. So c is equal to 3 by 2, that is 1.5. And 1.5 belongs to the closed interval 1 and 2. Hence it satisfied all the condition of mean value theorem. Thus it is verified. On to now miscellaneous exercise. Question number 1. So now we have to, it is just sort of a revision. So y is equal to 3x square minus 9x plus 5 raised to 9. Derivative with respect to x, dy by dx with respect to power, it will be 9 and then 8, x raised to 8. Okay. So 9 with respect to power 9, same 3x square minus 9x plus 5 raised to 8 into, now inside the bracket whatever that we have to take derivative of that. Is it? So what is the derivative of inside? 2, 3 just 6x minus 9. Okay. So 3 can be taken common. So if you take 3 common, 9 3 is a 27 will be there. This is same as it is. Here 3 taken common, so 2x minus 3. So dy by dx is out. So y is equal to sine cube x plus cos 6x. Derivative with respect to x. Dy by dx is equal to, if you take with respect to power, it will be 3 sine square. Now derivative of functions, sine function, which is cos x. Okay, plus with respect to power 6 cos raised to 5x. Then with respect to function, don't see when we take a derivative of cos, we don't see the power. So with respect to function, we don't see the power. So cos x, what is the derivative of cos x? Minus sin x. Okay, minus into plus minus. Now just it is a matter of simplification. We have taken common sin x cos x. Okay, if you take 3 sin x cos x common, what we will get here? Sin x minus 2 cos raised to 4x equal to here 5 x raised to 3 cos 2x. Okay, so now we understand that it is a power, so log has to be applied. You have understood now, no? So apply log on both the sides. Log y is equal to log 5 into x raised to 3 cos 2x. So log y, is it? We'll take log y, then it will come in multiplication, then we'll take. So this will come in multiplication, the power which is there 3 log 3 cos 2x into log 5x. Okay, so this will become u into v form. 3 will be constant. So log y, what is the derivative of log y? 1 by y dy by dx plus 3 is a constant, so it will kept as it is. If we keep constant cos 2x, then take the derivative of log 5x. Log 5x 1 upon 5x. And what is the derivative of 5x? 5. So 5 and 5 will cancel out. What we get? 3 cos 2x upon x. Got it? Okay. Now we have to keep log 5x constant, and we have to take derivative of what? This one. Okay. Listen. Derivative of this 3 is there, which is constant. We have to take the derivative of cos 2x. Cos 2x with respect to function, it is sin 2x. Then the derivative of 2x is 2. So 2 3 is 6. Okay, plus into minus minus. So 6 sin 2x into log 5x. Okay, dy by dx. So y will go on that side. So it will be in the bracket and will be y. So dy by dx y. Dy by dx is equal to y cos 2x upon x minus sin 2x into log 5x. Isn't it? Substitute the value of y here. What was y? 5 into x raised to 3 cos 2x. That's all. Is it? Number 4. Y is equal to sin inverse x root x. So 3 things you have to remember. First, you have to take the derivative with respect to sin inverse. Okay, by taking this as x. Then you have to take the derivative of x, this one, x and root x, u into v form. If you multiply it, root x is what? Half. X is 1. So it is 3, x is to 3 by 2. Then it will be easy. Is it? Okay. So we have to take 2 times. First, with respect to function, sin inverse formula. We have to put x raised to 3 by 2. And then we have to take what is the derivative of x raised to 3 by 2. So dy by dx is equal to root 1 minus x square. In place of x square is what? x 3 by 2 whole square into derivative of x raised to 3 by 2. So dy by dx is equal to, if we take this, cancel it out, we will get 1 minus x cube into this will come in multiplication 3 by 2, and 3 by 2 minus 1 is half. So x is to half. Okay. So this will come in multiplication. So 3 by 2 root 1 upon root 1 minus x cube into what will be x raised to of root x. So we can write dy by dx as 3 root x upon root 2 into root 1 minus x cube. Okay. That's it. We can take this root as a common. So 3 by 2 root x upon 1 minus x cube.